Welcome back, friends, and thank you for joining. In today's video, we'll be making some dinner rolls. These dinner rolls are soft and fluffy, easy to make. So stay tuned, watch the video to the end, and you'll understand better. So let's get started. Here's a clear view of the ingredients that you need for your dinner rolls. We need 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of yeast. This is active dry yeast. Half a teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cup of milk. This is whole milk, friends. 4 cups of flour. This is all-purpose flour. You can always use bread flour, but I have all-purpose flour available, so I'll be using it. 1 egg, 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So this is unsalted butter, and I'm happy it's graduated. So we're going to just cut like 4 tablespoons, like here. In a large bowl, you go ahead and pour in the milk. This is 1.5 cup of milk. And you add in the sugar, 1/4 cup of sugar. You add in the yeast. You add in the salt. You give it a gentle mix. Then you go ahead and you cover it up for about 5 minutes until the yeast is a little bit foamy. This is just to activate the yeast, friends. 1 minute later, you see that the yeast is a little bit foamy. So you can go ahead and add in the egg. So we just add in the egg. We add in the butter. 4 tablespoons. So this butter is soft. It's gonna just mix. And you go ahead and gradually add in the flour. Go ahead and continue to add the flour. As you add the flour, the batter gets thicker and thicker to form the dough. And here's what you get. Go ahead and transfer it on a clean surface, and you knead it. So friends, you are going to knead this dough. You make sure that you knead it very well. So but me, I'll just transfer it on a chopping board. I'll use a chopping board to knead the dough. Before you transfer the dough to the surface, go ahead and dust it with a little bit of flour. That will help to prevent it from like sticking on the surface. Please continue kneading it until it is no more sticky. And then you can go ahead and form it into a round ball, and you transfer it in a bowl. And you go ahead and just pour in a little bit of oil, and you grease the pan. So you're going to transfer the dough into this pan. So you get the dough and you transfer it into the pan. And at this point, you go ahead and cover it with a transparent cling wrap or a clean kitchen towel. And next, you transfer it into a warm area like the oven or microwave. And before you put it in the microwave, you go ahead and wet a clean kitchen cloth. Put the cloth in the microwave, and you turn on the microwave to high heat, or you can just turn it up to 2 or 3 minutes. Heat it up, and then you put the dough in the microwave. this point, you allow the dough to sit in the microwave for about an hour, and 1 hour later, friends, this is how our dough will look like. But actually, friends, the dough, I kept it more than an hour. I was a little bit distracted, so you see how the dough, it double, it just triple in size, but we don't need to allow it to triple in size. We just need to allow it for an hour, and we keep going with the process. So at this point, I'll just punch it a little bit for the gas to escape, and I continue with the process, but it's not going to affect the bread. The bread is, the dinner rolls are still going to come out perfect and delicious. And at this point, you go ahead and transfer it onto the surface. You just knead it a bit, and you form a loaf. This is just to facilitate the cutting process to form the round balls for dinner rolls. So you subdivide it into 3 equal parts. Oh my, 3 equal parts. So just set it aside, and I work with one at a time. And you kind of like round one little half in a loaf. Then you subdivide it into equal pieces, and each piece will round up to form a little ball, like so. Brief friends, just watch how I do the balls. So I kind of like tuck it inside. So when you tuck it, you just try to round it to form a round ball. So you can always use your own method that will go for you. When you're done forming the round balls, just transfer the dough into a baking pan. So here's a baking pan that we are going to use. I'll go ahead and grease it a little bit, and I'll line the under with the parchment paper before I add in the dough. I mean the round balls that we just formed. You can line them 2 rolls, you can line them 3 rolls. It just depends on the size of the pan. But I think I'm going to line them in 3 rolls. If you are enjoying the video, please give it a thumbs up. I will really appreciate that. And if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please kindly subscribe. It means a lot to us. So done, you just cover it up for about 15 to 20 minutes before you go ahead and put it in the oven. Fast forward 15 minutes later, look at the dough. It has doubled in size again, and this is ready to put in the oven. So before we put it in the oven, friends, you just go ahead and prepare the egg wash. I use 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of milk to prepare it. So this egg wash gives that bright, nice color to your dinner rolls when they are ready. So our dinner rolls are ready to go into the oven. Bake it at 370 degrees Fahrenheit in a preheated oven, or until when they are golden brown. And fast forward, our dinner rolls are ready. When they are ready, go ahead and remove them from the oven. You take them out from the pan and pass them on to a kitchen cooling rack. And to give it more vibrant color, just go ahead and grease it with melted butter. This dinner roll, friends, came out so good. I can't wait to taste them, and allow them to cool down a little bit before serving. Nothing can beat the nice flavor of freshly baked dinner rolls. And as you can see, our dinner rolls are soft, fluffy, and light. These are the best dinner rolls that you can ever make. I love this recipe, and I hope you try out the recipe. And friends, if you don't mind, you can also check out my bread recipe. I will put down the link in the description box below. And look how soft and fluffy the dinner rolls are. And friends, these dinner rolls are really perfect with some butter. You enjoy it with some butter or some chocolate or some cheese. Oh, simple friends, you can't have it any better. Thank you, friends, for watching. Thank you for staying up to this point. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your support. You are all the best. And please remember to turn on the notification bell so that you can always be notified of all my videos. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye, y'all.